Hi everyone. I actually really like this reading, and for some of my extra credits, because not all of them transferred for me, I actually took a grief class, so this would have been really good reading material for when I took that class. And I think for me, like, when working in any kind of field where you work closely with people, you have to realize that there's always going to be the human aspect of it. There's always going to be the grief. And I am so sorry. That will happen often. You kind of have to find a balance of being empathetic, but also being able to step back from the situation and not let it overwhelm you. I'm not saying to not let it affect you, or that you don't need to not feel something, but not to let it overwhelm you to the point where you reach burnout, or that you can't separate your feelings from someone else's, like, grief or pain. I also think that something that I practice a little bit is that when I walk through the doors of my work, I kind of like metaphorically hang the hat, and I try to leave all of like everything there, like everything that happened during the day, everything that like I still need to get done. It's never ending. It's always going to be there, but you need to have time for yourself, and time away to decompress and stuff. And so leaving it at the door means that like it's not going to affect you during life. Now, does it always like work? No, but it kind of helps separate like the feelings and stuff and the times that you just need to step back. And like you don't need to be on 24/7. You can turn it off and then just let yourself breathe and decompress and have time to yourself. For my own suffering, I turn a lot to therapy. I have to get professional help a lot of the time. I just ended a year of therapy. I'm really proud of that. I'm really glad that I was able to work with a counselor to kind of grasp the grief that I was going through, because it was just seemed too much for me just to handle by myself, and tried to like wade through. And there is a point where you kind of like, a lot of the time in the beginning, they always tell you the steps of grief or the steps of pain. And one of them is like denial, pushing away, and like I was like stuck in that a little bit, in the numbness. And then you kind of have to reach this point of acceptance and looking into the pain and realizing that it's always going to be there. It's always going to be there. It's always going to kind of sit on you, and you can accept it and move on and let it lessen with time, or you can try to push it away and it'll just eat at you in other aspects of your life. I really like from the reading that it talks about how you go through the emotions like when you first start doing the job of working with people, where you have like, oh no, like your immediate reactions, but it's like you have to get over those reactions. You have to look at them and understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling, and then try to accept and change it, or change the way you react, and it'll become I'm so sorry. My cat is trying to get in on the video. But where was I? It kind of becomes repetition, and you get better, and you develop better responses to dealing with the pain and suffering of other people. I am so sorry. You wanted to be in the video today. And if you guys didn't know, this is Sinbad. He'll probably show up more. And yeah, I think that's all. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Hopefully I can get on the Zoom meeting next week. So